Some might call it lazy, I call it essential. It's the why Dubai question. We, of course, need to address that pretty much on a daily basis. Why do people choose Dubai? And why are more and more people choosing Dubai, specifically from the UK at the moment? Why is Dubai so attractive to high net worth UK individuals and businesses at the moment? Well, it might have to do with a few new rules have coming in. Bit of history for you. There's a new government, or a relatively new government in control over in the UK at the moment. The Labour Party have taken over from Conservatives. They've got into government on the back of some pretty hefty promises when it comes to taxation. And from the 6th of April 2025, which is just a couple of weeks away, there is a new 4-year foreign income and gains regime for individuals who become UK tax resident after a period of 10 tax. There's too much in my head here at the moment. I need somebody to make sense of it all. I've got the man in front of me. Safai, partner at Safai of Angell, is joining us live here in the studio. Shram, good to see you first and foremost.
Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you.
This one needs unpicking. So let's start from the start if we can. Non-dom and the tax rules. What is a non-dom and the tax rules that apply?
Yeah. So a non-dom is someone who is not domiciled in the UK but is domiciled elsewhere.
Okay.
In Cyprus or in Africa or somewhere else, but is a resident in the UK. So that's what a non-dom is.
And the tax rules applying to, and up until now, they've been pretty free and easy when it comes to tax rules, correct?
Yeah. So, I mean, let's get into some history. These non-dom rules are not new. Based on what I've been able to uncover, they've been around for about 200 years in the UK. It's been a stable part of the UK tax legislation where they accept people who are effectively foreigners to come and become UK resident and only pay tax on their UK source income and any money they bring in the UK, but not their foreign assets, not their foreign income and gains. And that's been a significant part of the tax system for the UK for a while. That's now changing.
Okay, how?
It's changing. Well, first of all, why is it changing?
Yeah.
The tax base, the revenue that the Labour government wants, and even the previous government, they've been talking about it, is important to them. They want to raise tax revenue. They understand that £3 billion can come from this by implementing these new rules to not give non-doms these preference treatments. How is it changing? They're saying to non-doms, well, you'll be treated like everybody else. It will be based on residence, no longer based on domicile. So if you're a resident in the UK, you'll pay tax on worldwide income. And if you're not resident, well, then that's, you only pay on UK source income, etc. The standard rules. And no longer will non-doms apply. Of course, there's transitional rules. There'll be, 4 years if you're a new non-dom coming to the UK. If you're an existing non-dom that lives in the UK, there's a 2-year transitional rule subject to conditions. And so it's a phasing out of a beneficial tax program that they've had effectively for foreigners.
What's the impact on Dubai? I mean, there is no shortage of articles doing the rounds in the UK press at the moment about the brain drain to the UAE. Is this a benefit to Dubai? Is Dubai seen as a bit of a safe haven for non-doms?
It's significant, absolutely, because you can see that from the non-dom regime. I would go and live in London. I would enjoy all the benefits of London, but I would only pay taxes on what I make in the UK. And if I don't, then I pay minimal tax. Now that's being erased. And so people with significant wealth, high net worth individuals, are looking for places to go to be able to protect their wealth, not pay worldwide income on their entire assets and income. And so Dubai then, having introduced tax in 2023, June 1st, becomes very attractive. With a low corporate tax rate of 9% if you're doing business. But really, for these people, it is about the fact that Dubai will not apply any income tax to them because they're individuals. They will not do business. They will just hold assets, stocks, crypto. They will invest in real estate, or they will make wages. And all of those three are exempted under the UAE tax law.
So when it comes to, again, from a UK residents or a UK non-DOM's perspective, let's talk property if we can, because what impact's that going to have on those that have property in the UK and the ownership of that property?
Well, the ownership continues.
Yeah.
There
was chat that you had to put it into a trust now or not, or
the trust. Admittedly, the trust portion of how these non-dom rules affect trust is quite complicated.
Yeah.
But as far as the basic premise of having property in the UK and what the tax treatment is going to be, that is UK source income anyway. If you're renting it.
Okay.
So if you have property, in Knightsbridge and you rent it, and you get money,
nice,
well, it's UK source income. You pay that regardless, whether you're a non-dom or whether you're a UK national.
What's your advice, Shram, for those that are listening out there, like me, and going, oh, this is just too much to take on at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to be paying more. I don't know if I need to be declaring more, etc. What do UK expats or those with investments into the UK at the moment, what do they need to be doing now?
Yeah, so it's important to understand the general principle that we are going to a more standard system, which has always existed,
Yep.
minus the non-dom rules. So if you're a non-resident, and if you were born in the UK is your domicile, then this doesn't affect you that much.
Yep.
There may be places here and there. But if you are a foreigner who is living in the UK, and you were a UK resident, enjoying, the lovely life there, and you had this benefit under the UK tax regime of non-DOMs, that's changing very quickly as of 6 April 2025, and you should look at probably relocating, even though there's transitional rules that are going to apply, but you probably want to leave before that or shortly thereafter, and look for a home where you still get favorable tax treatment, like the non-dom rules used to give you in the UK, and that you're not taxed on your worldwide income and worldwide assets.
Somebody's texted in saying, can you ask Shram if this affects OWR? I'm assuming that's overseas workday relief. Is that the amount of time you can work in the UK or can't work in the UK? Do you know that?
That I'd have to get back to them on.
In terms of, again, these moves as well, and a lot of people are looking to April the 6th, where those changes are going to come into place straight away. I mean, will we see an immediate impact from April the 6th as well? Or are people going, they always say April the 6th, but there's going to be an extension. I've got a little bit of a buffer zone as well. Yeah,
I would say, the buffer zone's already been programmed in for non-DOMs. 4 years for new non-DOMs and 2 years for existing ones subject to conditions. So that's already there. I would say that the 6th April is quite set in stone. It was in the budget, the Labour budget in autumn, and so I would count on it. I think for those who are non-DOMs and are still in the UK, they should be looking at making plans very quickly. We've had lots of non-DOMs move to Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and we're seeing a lot of them. And it's difficult for them to take their kids out of school and remove things and move here. But that's what they're doing. I'm actually meeting a couple this weekend for dinner who've done that.
You're making a very valid point as well, because we'll talk a lot about the relocation to Dubai, etc. But the UAE as a whole will benefit from this.
Absolutely, the UAE will benefit tremendously. Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Ras Al Khaimah, the entire nation will do really well with people moving here. I know someone who was a non-dom, lives in Al Ain, loves it there. And so there's these wonderful places around the nation that people can choose. But we will definitely be the net beneficiary from the erasure of this program in the UK.
Shram, you've made it a lot clearer this morning. Thank you for answering our questions and, of course, our listeners' and viewers' questions as well. Shram Safai is partner at Safai and Angell, joining us live in the studio. Enjoy that weekend.
Thank you. Thank you so much.